Hey there, welcome back to the channel. Have you ever had that gut feeling that someone, maybe a coworker, a friend, or even that chatty neighbor with too many cats, secretly dislikes you? Well, you're not alone. Today we're diving into the intriguing world of human behavior with 10 signs someone secretly dislikes you. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll be a human lie detector, or at least someone who knows when to avoid awkward holiday dinners. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment below about your weirdest social encounters. Let's get into it. Maybe it's that awkward moment at a party when someone gives you a smile that doesn't quite reach their eyes, or that family gathering where your cousin avoids eye contact like you're the plague. Or perhaps it's that coworker who always seems to have a skeptical look whenever you share an idea. We've all been there. And let's not forget those sarcastic comments that are just a little too cutting, or the eye rolls that could power a small wind turbine. Stick around, because we're about to uncover the subtle signs that someone might not be your biggest fan. Ready? Let's dive in. You know that thing where someone says, "Oh, I love how you don't care about trends," but their tone screams, "You dress like a potato sack?" That's a classic case of backhanded compliments. Or when someone says, "Wow, you're so brave for wearing that." Translation: I would never be caught dead in that outfit. Research from the Journal of Nonverbal Behavior shows that people often disguise their negative feelings in subtle digs. Like when someone says, "You're so unique, I've never met anyone like you," which can sometimes mean you're really weird. Pay attention to their tone and context. Are they really complimenting you, or is there a hidden dagger in their words? Remember, a true compliment should make you feel good, not leave you questioning your life choices. Have you noticed that every time you approach someone, they suddenly remember they have an urgent dentist appointment? Yeah, that's not a coincidence. Psychologists call this avoidance behavior. People who secretly dislike you might limit their interactions with you to avoid emotional discomfort. So if they're harder to pin down than your Wi-Fi signal, something might be up. Remember that time when they suddenly had to walk their dog in the middle of a conversation? Classic avoidance behavior. When someone secretly dislikes you, they'll often only put in the bare minimum effort to communicate. Think one-word replies like "K, sure," or the dreaded LOL. According to communication studies, lack of engagement is a big red flag. If their text responses look like a haiku, they're probably not your biggest fan, unless they're just bad texters, in which case, run for the hills anyway. Who needs that kind of negativity? Or how about those who only reply with emojis? Or the classic IDK and meh responses? It's almost like they're trying to win the least effort award. Honestly, who has time for that? The classic side eye. A 2017 study published in Emotion revealed that microexpressions, those fleeting facial expressions we can't control, are a goldmine for detecting hidden emotions. If you catch them rolling their eyes or smirking when you're speaking, they might not be as supportive as they seem. Ever notice a raised eyebrow or pursed lips? Yeah, they might as well be holding a neon sign that says, "Not impressed." And let's not forget the fake smile. It's like their face is saying, "I'm smiling, but inside, I'm screaming." Quick glances of irritation or brief looks of contempt. It's like they're trying to send you a secret message in Morse code. You know that moment when someone compliments you, but it feels as sincere as a politician's promise? This is often called surface-level affirmation. They'll say something nice, but it lacks warmth or conviction. It's like giving a standing ovation while sitting down. Science backs this up. Genuine praise activates the reward centers of the brain, while fake praise just doesn't. Let's dive into the busy excuse. If they're constantly too swamped to grab coffee but somehow have time for every new TikTok trend, it might be their way of dodging you. Behavioral psychologists suggest that people make time for those they genuinely care about. So if you're at the bottom of their priority list, it's probably not a scheduling issue. Ever heard the classic work emergency excuse? Or the "I have to wash my hair" line? Yeah, right. Meanwhile, they're out having a blast with others. Or how about when they say they're too tired, but are up all night sharing memes? If their excuses are getting more creative than a Hollywood script, it's time to face the truth. Ever hear something about yourself through the grapevine that only a select few knew? Like that time you wore mismatched socks to work? Ding, 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 you might have a secret detractor, or just a really observant coworker. Gossiping is a way for people to assert dominance or express hidden resentment, according to social dynamics research. Or maybe they just need a new hobby. So if your friend is spilling your secrets, it's a pretty solid sign they're not team you. Time to find a new BFF, perhaps? Body language, the silent snitch, crossed arms, leaning away, avoiding eye contact. These are all signs of discomfort or disinterest. Studies show that 93% of communication is nonverbal, so trust your gut if their body language screams, "Get me out of here," or if they look like they're auditioning for a role in a silent film. If someone never laughs at your jokes, even the objectively hilarious ones, it could be a sign of hidden animosity. Shared laughter is a key indicator of social bonding, so if they're stone-faced while everyone else is cracking up, they might not find you funny or likable, or maybe they just don't have a sense of humor. Tragic. Picture this. You tell a joke that has everyone in stitches, but they just roll their eyes or check their phone. Ouch! Or how about when they look utterly confused, like you just spoke in an alien language? Classic. And the ultimate sign? They sigh or even walk away while everyone else is having a blast. Now that's a clear message. Finally, if someone is constantly nitpicking everything you do, they might not secretly dislike you. They might openly dislike you. Constructive criticism is one thing, but chronic negativity, that's a vibe killer. Research from the field of workplace dynamics shows that chronic critics often project their insecurities onto others. Like that one colleague who always finds a typo in your emails, or the friend who insists on correcting your grammar mid-conversation. It's like they have a radar for the tiniest imperfections. Chronic nitpickers can turn even the simplest tasks into a battleground. Remember, it's not about you, it's about them. So there you have it. 10 signs someone secretly dislikes you. Have you experienced any of these? Or do you think you've been guilty of some yourself? Let's start a conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more juicy insights, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an update. Remember, knowledge is power, and sometimes it's also a great way to avoid awkward interactions. See you next time. And hey, if you've got any funny stories about awkward encounters, we'd love to hear them. Like that time you thought someone was waving at you, but they were actually waving at the person behind you. Classic. Or when you sent a text to the wrong person and had to do some serious damage control. We've all been there, so let's laugh about it together and learn from our mistakes. Until next time, stay savvy and keep those good vibes going.